For 12 years I was there in working in the jhuggies. At that time I was always nurturing. एक दिन मैं अन्ना को लेके आऊंगा, फिर अन्ना को मैं अनशन पे बिठा दूंगा, फिर अन्ना को मैं धोखा दे दूंगा और फिर मैं पार्टी बना लूंगा.
ये तो हो
What nonsense?
No, it can be. See, what happens is if you had joined politics immediately after leaving the revenue service, you would have not got the mass appeal or the impact.
So here, at that time I thought that in 2011 I will bring Anna and we will get the mass appeal.
Why not?
In 2000 I decided.
One second.
It really sounds hilarious.
Here's what you see, it's always said.
You are prejudiced.
It's always, no, I have no prejudice. When I sit on this chair, let me assure you one thing. I'm doing my job. And I have equal prejudice towards all political parties. It's not like I have any soft corner for any one political party. I am trying to get you to answer a basic question, which your rivals put at you. And I think that it is in your interest to give me a straight answer to this one.
I'm giving a straight answer.
They say that Arvind Kejriwal is a very intelligent man. The one thing even your worst rivals don't accuse you of is a low IQ. They say this man has an IQ of at least 150. He's planned all this out. He came out, he had the social acceptability. He had the social acceptability. Well, allow social acceptability. Through the movement, he got a stature. Then he revealed his ambition.
So can you just tell me that what could be my plans for the next 2 years,
or
3 years, or 5 years?
I think right now you're trying to be chief minister.
And then the prime minister.
I don't know.
And
you want to be?
And then?
You want to be?
It's hilarious.
You want to be?
No, of course
not. You don't want to be?
I neither want to be the chief minister, nor do I want to be the prime minister of this country. My only intention is that we want a clean system. We want this country to be rid of corruption. We want the people of this country to live in peace and harmony. That is all. Our politics is about, if we can get rid of corruption, I think if we can get rid of communalism in this country, if we can get all religions and all castes and all people together, and if we can provide an honest environment to the people of this country to do business, I think India is a country which can which can become a global superpower, which can become #1 country. By superpower I don't mean that we will win over other countries, but I think we are first-class citizens who are victims of third-class governance. We need to improve governance, and we have entered into politics to improve governance.
And let me say something to you. For all the many things that I disagree with you, may I say that I agree with everything you just said. Because there is always scope for good people and qualified people to join politics. The reason all these questions will be asked to you, and I will continue to ask you this and more questions, is only to ascertain the depth of your cause and to understand where you plan to go. So we'll get into the whole question of what you plan nationally in just a bit. Before that, Arvind, the whole charge against you is that of your anarchist approach. You make comments which don't add up. And, you know, it's been a vicious fight. For example, this poster about rapes in Delhi. But there has to be a slightly sophisticated, subtle, or maybe if I were to say, civilized way of doing things.
Rape is uncivilized.
No, 1 minute. A picture of you and Sheila Dikshit, with you marked as honest and her as corrupt. Followed by the slogan, इस बार भी दिया बेईमानों को वोट तो महिलाओं का होता रहेगा बलात्कार. Personal. It's true. No, what's it? बेईमान होता रहेगा बलात्कार. Is there no other way of saying it?
What is better way?
I don't know, you tell me.
You tell me, give a suggestion, we'll change it.
You tell me, Arvind, don't you find another way of sending that message across? You know, everybody understands where who stands.
I'll tell you.
But when you personalize the campaign, you are actually saying that Sheila Dikshit is responsible personally at an individual level for not just allowing, but creating a set of circumstances which allow rapes to happen.
Someone has to take responsibility. Who takes responsibility? The head of the government? Today, everything that is going wrong in the central government, if Dr. Manmohan Singh can come around and say that I am not responsible for anything, obviously the head of the government has to take responsibility. Obviously the things are not hunky-dory in Delhi. Obviously so many rapes are taking place in Delhi. And why are rapes taking place in Delhi? Only because the police is not working properly. The security, there is a complete lack of security in Delhi. The people are feeling insecure. So someone has to take responsibility. And it is the head of the government that takes
at the same time, you can't move towards civil disobedience. You have asked people stop paying your electricity bills. This is civil disobedience. As a political party, you cannot. You've also got to have some limits of your own responsibility. You cannot do things just to be populist.
It's not
then
about
in that case, Arvind, you can say the worst possible things. They may get you an applause, they may get you crowds, but you'll be setting an irresponsible and dangerous precedent.
No, I don't agree. This is exactly what Gandhiji said. He said that if the government passes a law which is completely unjust, then it is the duty of every citizen to break that law. First, the people should try their level best to talk to the government and to get that law replaced and to get that law changed. But if the government doesn't respond, then it is the duty of every person to break that law and face consequences.
You can say that, but there are many contradictions in what you say and do. You have contradictions. Fundamental campaigning issue in your party has been that of corruption. There have been accusations made against your party members. I don't know. There was some inquiry, I am told, which you had said announced will happen in 3 months.
It has happened.
What has it yielded in 1 year?
It has happened.
What?
They did not find anything against them.
Against any of them?
Yeah.
And it's closed?
It's closed.
So you set up the inquiry, you closed it. Now can I tell you transparently to put on your website everything, the whole entire
it is already
process
there.
of what
It
you
is there.
found and what was written?
It is there.
Oh, you've given a statement, you've said that we, for reasons explained above, do not find any merit in the complaints. There is no substance in the complaint and the respondent stands exonerated of all charges.
This is what the
now you form the basic methodology you used to exonerate these people was wrong. You cannot be in a position where you appoint the people who will be carrying out the inquiry.
I'll give you an
Was
example.
that a mistake or not, Arvind?
Let me give you an example. You are running Times Now, right? Suppose you have an employee who has done something wrong. There are two ways of handling it. One is Times Now will have its own internal inquiry to deal with it. And secondly is the law of the land will take its own course and they will deal with that man.
Yes.
Similarly, in our own party, this internal inquiry is about keeping our own party clean. So that is the reason that we set up this inquiry.
Tough to accept that.
So don't accept it. It is not for your acceptance.
It's not for my acceptance?
No, it is not for your.
It doesn't matter if the people don't accept it.
Just
either.
listen to me.
No, 1 second. 1 second. See, Arvind.
I am coming to that.
Arvind,
please allow me to complete my sentences.
No, 1 minute. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. You were open. You were transparent.
I'm still transparent. We have put up everything on the
you are
website.
arrogantly saying, you don't accept it? Don't accept it. It's not for you to accept. How does it matter? Do you know how many people watching this interview right now will say, this is not the same Arvind Kejriwal we knew. There is a tinge of arrogance that has come into Arvind Kejriwal.
You are not allowing me to speak.
Don't you think so?
No, I don't think so. Allow me to. You are not allowing me to speak. You see, we set up an internal inquiry because we want to keep our party clean.
Yes.
And therefore, this internal inquiry found that these people have not done anything wrong.
Yes.
Now, we are not in government.
Yes.
The government has CBI, the government has police, the government has enforcement directorate, the government has income tax department, the government has excise department, the government has all the departments. They have set all their departments against us. They filed a PIL. A PIL was filed in Delhi High Court against Manish Sisodia saying that he was using foreign funds. The Home Ministry has filed an affidavit now saying that there was no foreign funds used in this. So please set up all your inquiries. Please set up all your they have already put all their agencies against us. They also didn't find anything.
Do you think Colgate is a big issue?
Of course,
the disappearance of the files?
Of course, it's a big issue.
Do you think Sri Prakash Jaiswal is absolutely clean and honest, and there's no case that can be made out against him?
Of course, they should be. But who will
the Congress party doesn't think so. As per the Congress party,
it's not about Congress
1 minute.
party.
It is, because I take your own logic. I said the Congress party's internal assessment is that there is no need to inquire anything against Sri Prakash Jaiswal. Similarly, the DMK's
please allow me to.
You are a political party. I'm talking of political parties. Then I'll give you full chance to respond. A. Raja, do you think he's completely honest? The DMK's internal assessment, by the way, is that there is absolutely no case that can be made out against A. Raja.
So now can I speak?
Yes. Contradiction.
Internal inquiry of DMK says that A. Raja is not guilty.
Yes.
Internal inquiry of Congress says that Sri Prakash Jaiswal is...
Nothing to explain.
Forget about that Dr. Manmohan Singh is not guilty.
Yes.
Right? But it is not about internal inquiries. This country cannot run on the basis of internal...
But that's exactly what you did.
But let me speak.
But that's what you did.
But let me speak.
Didn't you do that?
But let me speak.
No, but did you do that?
But let me speak.
No, but
can I answer your question?
Did you or did you not do that?
Can I answer your question?
No, but answer this specific counter. Did you or did you not do the same internal inquiry?
Do I have a right to be heard in the court of Justice Arnab Goswami?
Answer the question.
Can I speak? It is not about internal inquiries. Internal inquiries are basically meant to keep your own party clean.
Yes.
You can raise fingers at internal inquiries. Yes. You can raise fingers at DMK's internal inquiry. You can raise fingers at... It is about whether we have the right kind of systems in place in the country to hold those inquiries and if they are found guilty, send them to jail. Do we have an independent CBI? Do we have an independent income tax department? Do we have an honest revenue intelligence? Do we have all these? All these departments are there directly under the government. So why can't the government put, the government has already done it. The government has already put all these agencies against us, and the government also did not find anything against us. So where is the problem?
Then frankly, Arvind, I again put this question to the test. Everyone watching the news hour today, I'll put this question to them in English, and you can put it in your own way. Because you say that I put the question, I twist the question in such a way to get a certain answer. I put the question, then you put the question. My question to the viewer watching news hour today is, Arvind Kejriwal supports his internal inquiry and says if the government wants, they can have their own inquiries, but he feels that his internal inquiry against charges of those people associated with the Aam Aadmi Party are the best way to do it. Now, Arvind Kejriwal makes that point. Do you agree or disagree with it? Would you like to rephrase this in any manner that you want to put?